these people again. Welcome back to the newest episode of House of the Dragon. We're gonna be watching it, you're gonna be watching us watching it, and as usual we hope you enjoy. And let's see what happened with the little roast barbecue that became of the king. Is he alive?
I think so. But
yeah. But I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be horribly disfigured, and he's never gonna leave the castle again.
Quick note: I watched the first season. I'm amazed. This is epic. I'm in love with it.
Finally caught up.
Keep going.
Does he know, or is he about to find out? That's my question.
He probably.
He looks like he knows already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or maybe it's his arthritis acting up.
No, he knows. Considering the show and knowing the story so far, do you think we're gonna get more time skips until the end of this season?
No. It was only a thing for the first.
Ooh.
Slain at Rook's Rest by your king,
Oh, that's a trophy.
to Aegon! My word, this is a black omen.
That's so sad.
It is a black omen. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all kind of gonna die of starvation.
You know, these people see the dragons as like almost gods, and
Yeah.
to see one dead is probably pretty scary.
And not to mention, two died.
I mean, I don't think the other one is dead.
So currently Vhagar took out 2 dragons.
Oh.
I wonder if they're going to take him out.
We won the battle.
This, pretty sure, Targaryen bastard.
I thought the dragons was gods.
Is this the second time we see him in this season?
He said that. I thought the dragons were god. He said that.
They're still hanging around. Ugh, can you imagine the smell?
And another thing I noticed, he took
the
the
dagger, yeah.
which is the king's dagger. He's almost like claiming the throne by doing this, you know.
Mm-hmm. He always seems so, you know, smug.
He wants the throne so badly.
Oh. The thing is, like, I think it was episode 9 of last season. His brother basically told him, "I don't want the throne. You can have it." And then, there he kind of refused
Yeah.
and
He
brought
took
him
him
to
back
the
here.
queen. Yeah, and now he's cooking him, which is
Weird, kind of.
it's convoluted. It's either a mistake in the writing, because I know it's not exactly how it goes down in the book, or there's a twist here, or it's not as it seems. No.
Oof, the
At
head.
least his feet are okay.
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Aren't they supposed to be fireproof, the Targaryens?
No.
No.
Just Daenerys.
Just Daenerys, and it was a one-time thing for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that she can hatch the eggs.
Yeah, it was. She's basically magic. Like that whole thing was.
Ooh, this must have melted into his skin.
Yeah.
They're basically
At this temperature.
they're basically peeling him off. But yeah, the thing with Daenerys, when the dragons were born, like magic kind of reappeared in the world. It was gone for a while.
Ooh.
Oh, what makeup is on point.
Mhm.
Is that son going to die? I'm afraid I cannot say.
Do you think at some point he was cooked perfectly? Technically.
On the outside. Ooh.
Mm. I don't think you can put a band-aid on that and call it a day.
And the artist and the art.
He's just...
Imagine what's going through his head right now.
I think he's hoping that he just dies.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
Oh, how convenient.
Is it going to be you, mother?
What, they're gonna put lemon on it?
No.
You and your lemons. I just find it hilarious that this is.
If he's holding the lemon. Oh no, it's Cole.
It's his best friend.
Yeah.
I can't believe we saw a lemon in this.
Yeah. But honestly, salt and lemon would actually clean the sword really well.
It makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I left a meager garrison behind to protect it, and the king's dragon. Sunfire was long in the dying.
The king. Sir Kristen, what befell him?
We're gonna keep it a
What was his
secret
part
or
in this?
what?
He had the major role.
Oh shit.
I could not say.
Our largest dragon.
What
has been
about
killed.
like one of the 1,000 people that were there?
Kristen
What would
Cole
they say?
marches about the crown lands unchallenged.
Maybe
Dusk
their
and
opinion doesn't matter.
Rook's Rest are gone. We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
And everybody's fine with uncle and niece being married.
Of course, it's Targaryen. They don't care.
I guess they didn't know a lot about biology then.
Oh, they knew.
Send to Maiden Pool and to Crackle Point.
They knew that
Recommend their garrison
they had to keep the
use
dragons.
weapons if they find
And if they
them.
share them with the others, they'd be not special anymore.
Our allies must be
You
ready.
must answer Rook's Rest.
Crickenstark's greybeards are marching south. If his men had a direct route into the Riverlands, we would not have to wait for Daemon to act. I will treat with the Freys to secure it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her. Not until I'm away.
Ooh, Starks crossing the Frey Bridge. Sounds familiar.
Mhm.
Hope it goes better than last time.
Well, this
Technically,
is,
this is the last
time. Yeah.
You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me. Or your house burns.
We choose fire.
Instantly.
I love his armor.
Yeah.
They would be so eager to die.
He's epic.
They made their choice.
He's a slippery bastard. But I do love him actually. I love
Yeah, I love the character.
he's ruthless. You know, strike first, no mercy. And it seems to be working as a tactic in.
Is this the Yuri?
Yeah.
For centuries, many
What?
and more armies have broken themselves against my bloody gate.
Yeah, the Bloody Gate. It has to be the Yuri.
Are you listening? My lady.
Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
Will whispers tear down stone? Break shields?
Do not underestimate your subjects. They are 1,000 living in the shadow of the Red Keep and forgotten for too long.
And you think they will turn to me?
To the discontented, rumors are feed. Your Grace, what you cannot do, let others do for you. There is more than one way to fight a war.
True.
She's really smart.
Yeah.
She's really smart. I like her a lot. She's like Viserys.
Viserys.
Uh,
Varys.
Varys.
Varys,
yeah.
yeah.
Varys. She's like Varys.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like Varys, but the thing is that Varys had like spies everywhere, and she's more centered to King's Landing. Her influence is only there.
Well, it's critical in this scenario.
Yeah, in this scenario, it's a good argument that it's probably the most important.
I mean, the main enemy is at King's Landing. so-
Yeah.
She claimed Melees. She snuck into the dragon pit. She knew that place better than any elder.
She bonded with her dragon like for 40 something years.
My father was furious. His own mother's dragon. the fastest beast ever known, and she had none of him, but bent her neck to Rhaenys.
You know,
She was fierce.
almost
And love ended
the entirety of Game of Thrones and the House of Dragon.
Care for me.
We have the 1% squabbling over
She gave me in the end.
everything,
Yeah.
and the 99% just dying.
True to life then.
Yeah.
I wished I had known her when she was young.
And we pick from the 1% who we support, even as viewers.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to the Night of the Seven Kingdoms series, because there we have the perspective of
An everyday man.
an everyday man who does rise, but starts from
Scratch.
scratch.
I do not wish to stand alone.
Is it again from George R. R. Martin? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's
completely
it's
fiction?
it's from him. I'd argue that's probably some of the best writing he has.
Ooh,
Again.
who is she?
Is he still playing Witch's Mansion?
He is. But who is she?
Oof.
Vision.
Oh my god, she's so pretty. Doctor Who is one lucky son of a gun.
Your brother had great love in his heart.
Who is this?
But he lacked your constitution. Viserys wasn't suited for the crown.
Really though, who is she?
But you,
Oh, imagine how lonely he is if he's hallucinating, you know, affection.
Or
Maybe
that's the way he is?
Or maybe this
Huh?
is the witch.
No,
Well,
that's
blood.
not the witch.
first,
If only you'd been born first.
my favorite son.
What?
That's his mother?
But that's not the same character from the first season.
Is the duck not
Or
too light?
What
no,
are
no,
you
no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no, no. Sorry,
Is the duck not to your
Sorry.
liking?
wrong mother.
Yeah.
There's also goose, if you prefer.
I thought of Rhaenyra's mother for
Yeah.
a moment.
Myself.
This looks weird.
I think he's starting to lose it.
Yeah. Look at the way it's framed.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I was saying, given the rather dire news from Brooks Rest, it appears the winds have shifted and each side has suffered great loss and will be unsure of what is to follow.
The framing of the shots here is it makes you feel small.
Pressured, yeah.
Pressured.
Like
Yes.
a deal.
Good filmmaking.
Yeah.
He was ready to castle to receive a great host.
This actor reminds me of Samuel Tully's actor.
The quantity of their
Mm.
Yeah, a
They're
bit.
shit.
Yeah. I see the bird.
I venture
Resemblance.
there are
It's the same
smiths
haircut,
and
for
armourers
one.
to be found
And
in
beard.
Buckingham
Yeah.
with the
And body weight.
Send for them. Beg the farmers from Antlers to hire her. What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king,
There it is then.
consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Smart ass.
Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role with my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemond.
I feel like she kind of doesn't want to
Aemond is young. And his lack of restraint has already cost us
suggest
dearly.
him.
Yeah, she doesn't want him to be.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Your Grace, it must be Prince Aemond.
Oh.
What would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen, what say you?
Mm. Kingmaker.
Yeah.
So,
Aemond is the next in line. It must be him.
he is so bad at this.
It's agreed then.
I don't think he's gonna be counseling the queen anytime soon.
Council. Yeah, no more private talks.
Yeah. She's gonna find a new bodyguard. He's so smug, man.
What is outstanding?
The balance
Who is it?
has Tully on disarray.
No one is to leave or enter save without consent. Merchants, so forth.
He's gonna keep the people as hostages.
Mm-hmm.
We shall meet again at first light. When someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Imagine what was going through her head right now if she was thinking about her last meeting with Rhaenyra and what she said about the story of her father.
We must get out.
And where would you have us go? North, maybe? South? For all we know, every road leads to the Dragon's Teeth.
Like the one they cut through the street. You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged?
So why is this guy important?
Have you been paid?
He's a Targaryen bastard, most definitely.
Yeah.
King has lied.
Targaryen blood.
Dragons. Can you imagine if he's the last Targaryen to survive, and down the line he just becomes, you know. I mean, George does love his bastards. You must admit it.
Yeah. Would be a Blackfire down the line. So now it would be the
Blackfire?
last fire. Yeah, it's the Targaryen bastards. I believe they're called Blackfires. Oh, the dog is loyal to the end and beyond. I'm gonna lock them in.
She looks kind of sick.
She is sick.
Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
They sure love their castles and deals.
Bend knees.
Oh, he's kind of convincing.
I mean, give them Harrenhal and they are going
Join, I guess. But we know that they will not have Harrenhal in Game of Thrones.
maybe something happens.
Yeah.
Interesting. Chopping wood. She's kind of suspicious. How is she always just
Well, the whole place is kind of
ra-
suspicious.
randomly looking at him? Look at him just doing a normal Joe's job.
But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
She cannot succeed, Alice. Even if I willed it to be so, the people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. Who's better suited to it? The High Towers with their scheming, or Viserys' first true heir? When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and Queen, ruling together.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
Pity, don't you
Fine.
think, that you never knew your mother?
What the?
A message, Your Grace.
Oh, finally I've seen him. Coolest.
I thought you at high tide. I was surprised when they said you were here. I grieve my grandmother who loved me. But I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne as Rhaenys wish. As Rhaenys herself should have.
What's his move?
Randall.
The bastards.
Mm.
That's why they show the bastards. He's gonna raise the bastards. Man, it's trippy whenever he's on screen in this
Yeah.
castle. It's
Last
trippy.
3 episodes.
Yeah, but this specifically, the shots in this are like
I think the old madness of the Targaryens is
slipping in.
Slipping in, yeah, slithering in.
Your Grace. What is it, Sir Simon? The pudding now served.
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish for audience.
Now.
How can he be such an asshole and be such a lovable character as well?
Yeah.
Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed?
Tell you there is no honor in a fight such as this.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
A terrible war is being fought in these lands.
Dude.
We
What
should
are
have
you looking
expected
at?
nothing more from the man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That isn't I, and I will have the man who told it all before me.
Your
Is he
man
dreaming right now?
is half the kingdom, my prince.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. And Dragon now, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
No, I don't think this is a dream.
Yeah, but he thinks he's dreaming, I think.
Yeah, but this backfired on him terribly. After all, you know, slaughtering women and children and peasants and burning farms, stealing livestock, they're basically dooming them to starvation.
Yeah. Especially since winter is coming again.
Not for another 200 years.
Nah, they do have winter seasons. They're long.
It's just not the winter.
It's not the winter, yeah.
But and it carried the house of the Targaryens, the banner of the Targaryens.
Yeah, to do that, to carry the banner and do this is...
Yeah, he's not winning any allies that way.
I mean, those guys did it behind his back, to be fair. I don't think they...
I think they took it too far.
Yeah, they did.
They should have followed.
Move along, lads.
I have no rent for the Lady Saria.
I thought she was dead.
Did she die without collecting her due? I've not seen an old friend.
The thing is, the Gold Cloaks, technically speaking, are the one army that should be loyal to Daemon. Because he raised them.
The Gold Cloaks?
Yeah. Basically from being disrespected nothing army to what they are.
I don't recognize this one. I feel like I've seen her.
She's kind of been a background character. Oh.
Linda.
And that one girl that just opened the door was in the last season kind of sexually assaulted by the king.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Which king?
The king. The one, not this one, his brother.
Aegon. The one who got
Aegon,
burned.
Yeah.
When he was a kid. That's what I remember.
I dislike this guy more than Cole.
Aegon or Aemond?
Aemond.
You dislike him more.
Well, he's after his own agenda.
Who do you like more between this one and Daemon?
I think Daemon is the best.
Yeah, I can agree.
I'm still choosing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like Aemond.
I like him too, but
Yeah.
I like Daemon more.
If you had
Yeah.
to choose between Aemon and Daemon,
Oh, Daemon, but I like Aemon.
yeah. I just don't know which one is more appealing to me.
I think as episodes and seasons pass, we'll kind of wibble between them.
Maybe that's the whole point of the story, to
Yeah.
not have one side.
I mean, I think that's the whole point here in the show that they're trying to make.
Oh, Dennis would love this shot.
We could argue.
Although clearly in this story, these guys, the Greens, are the bad guys. You know, they're the antagonists.
Do you hear? He.
Spoke, yeah.
Daemon is not here.
Daemon is their only hope against Vhagar and Aemond.
Dead or alive, we have no answer.
Actually, yeah.
Daemon will not wait long to press his advantage. I have done all I can from here, sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight.
You can't.
Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker. So was Meleys. Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed? I need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing.
So she needs Targaryens.
She needs
There are
Targaryens.
those of our line who never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Their children born with other names.
A generation ago, or more. Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
It's better than death and defeat.
Sounds funny coming out of a bastard's mouth.
Sincere, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
You see the bastard that we saw in the beginning, I guess.
But how is that guy gonna end up here?
I ain't sure.
Oh, I see this as a lot of content for a 3rd season.
There's most
Yeah.
likely gonna be a 3rd season, I believe.
Yeah, it's already announced.
Yeah.
And it ended.
So there we have it, folks. Episode 5.
Wait, let me
Definitely,
refill.
definitely a bit more anticlimactic than the previous one.
Oh yeah, it's
It was more talking, and we had a lot of
pieces again, just moving around
just
the table.
moving around and
But
setting up for next
you can
episodes.
you can slowly feel how everything is going to shit.
Oh yeah. Now they're just recruiting new people to get killed on top of the dragons, along with the dragons. That's what they're going to do.
I mean, yeah, to hire a not hire, but to recruit a bastard Targaryen who, first of all, doesn't know if the dragon will accept him at all, which means death.
Yeah, it could mean
if
death.
it was me, I'll take a chance.
I'm not sure.
I mean, if it's between, I guess if we're that guy with Hugh, what I think it was Hugh, the guy that we keep seeing. If I was in his position, I might accept if because his daughter seems to be in very bad shape. So if he's pushed to the brink, I think that could be his motivation.
How long would it take to make them actually be useful on a dragon? I mean, don't they ride for years and years and years?
Yeah.
They can have a crash course.
Yeah, but at the same time, there is a... Sorry for interrupting, but there is the case like we saw with Vhagar in the 1st season. He... Aemond tamed her, sorry, and nevertheless, if she didn't bond well with him, she was still very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, you just need someone to basically say attack.
Yeah, actually.
And to hold on.
Yeah, just hold on, strap in, and just say attack. Because the dragons that they mentioned, especially Vermithor, I know basic lore. Vermithor is, I think, almost as big as Vhagar.
And the other one is as big as...
The other one is smaller, but Vermithor specifically, I know, is almost as big, if not just as big.
Is there a dragon bigger than Vhagar?
There is one that's a wild dragon, I think, called Cannibal. That is, this could not be incorrect. I don't think there is a definite source, but I think is bigger, and it's wild and non-tamed.
It's named Cannibal.
Cannibal, yeah.
Yeah, but
it eats other dragons.
Seems like something Rhaenyra could use.
Yeah, but I don't think this dragon plays a part in the story. I'm pretty sure that this dragon is actually supposed to be alive. Even in Game of Thrones.
She's an old one.
Yeah,
Do you
very.
think they will pet wild dragons?
Pet wild dragons.
I know, just
Pet.
not pet, but you know what I mean.
Tame.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They have some dragons.
How
sitting
many
on
are
the-
there right now? Untamed.
They mentioned 2, but I think there should be a few more.
And where the
there's Sea Smoke. Her late husband, his dragon is still just
lonely.
He's just flying around. So I'm not sure if like the 2 bastards from Colis, I'm not sure if they have any Targaryen blood. If they do, they could be potential riders. But I don't think they do have any Targaryen blood. So yeah. There was this one guy we saw who was like bragging about being a Targaryen in the tavern.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that the same one that we saw with the kid?
No. It's a different guy. I'm pretty sure that guy is either
a scammer,
and he could maybe attempt to ride the dragon and get killed.
That would be
that would be sweet, but it would be kind of, I don't know,
comedic.
Yeah, it would be. I don't think they'll go that route, but who knows? And maybe the audience members can fill us in.
Can't they tame 2 dragons? One guy, one
No,
Targaryen?
only one. So maybe the audience here can let us know if we missed any Targaryen bastards that could possibly tame a dragon. I'm not sure.
Create a bastard list in the comments.
Is it actually? I want to know. I want to know something. If you if you tame a dragon, and something happens to it, can you tame another one?
I think yes.
Because there is the backstory of Viserys. He had a dragon, and I don't remember actually what happened to the dragon.
It's Balerion, the Black Dread. It's Aegon the Conqueror's dragon. He was the last rider, and the dragon died, and he never took another dragon afterwards.
Oh, he just didn't. No, he couldn't.
And the big dragon, that's the biggest one they had, was actually the dragon of the old king that we saw in the very first episode. So that's his dragon, and it's a very powerful dragon.
The question is, why can't they tame 2 dragons at once?
I think it's because it's like a psychic connection.
What if
they can actually feel in like a... I know this is kind of funny. I'm gonna make a funny analogy, but it's like it's unknown because in the books Laenor, I know, dies, and that's why Laenor is the husband of Rhaenyra who escaped. So in the book he dies, and here he ran away. So does Targaryen connection work like Wi-Fi, and if you're far enough, it just kind of fades away, or does the dragon just until he's actually died or got killed in a a pleasure house in Leith or something with a few boys, if he got killed, would the dragon instantly know and just be able to take a new rider? It's uncertain. That's a bit of a either Laenor has to return to fight, or they're kind of either stretching lore a bit or breaking it, or just rewriting it a bit. But so we don't know.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out in episode 6.
Yeah.
In 7 days.
In 7 days. In the meantime, if you're interested in checking out more of our videos, you can click somewhere over here.
Over there. There.
You know, I'm the intro guy. I'm not the point out other videos guy.
And yeah, if you have any thoughts about this episode, did you like it? Did you not like it? We think it's overall not a bad episode, but definitely a slower one.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much really pieces. There are more talk about pieces moving than actual pieces moving in this, so to speak. There was talks about it, but the pieces were kind of in the same place at the end. And the camera died, and yeah, you will now only hear our voices. Thank you again for watching, guys, and
see you in the next one.
See you
Bye,
in the next
guys.
one.
Peace out.
Bye.
Later.